Let's start.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining My Legal Software episode of encouraging as well as educating. With me here today, I've got two awesome ladies that will assist me and also teach me a lot more on what it is we can do in terms of attracting clients and conversions. Over there, I've got Jessica, who is the director at My Legal Software. Hi, Jessica.
Hi everyone. So glad to be back again. So after 2 weeks, and just to let everyone know, we are live on LinkedIn, on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. So you could find us everywhere, guys. So to those who are listening or watching this, please share to everyone you know who needs to have a guide on client conversions, because we are gonna have a very, very insightful discussion.
Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. And then also we have Zaina. Zaina's here from Kihi and Associates. Hi, Zaina. How are you?
Hi, Sharmandra. Hi, Jessica. Hi, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here again.
Hi, and welcome. So basically, our discussion is going to be, as Jessica mentioned, building a strong legal practice as well as lead generation and client conversions. You guys are by all means welcome to get us on any platform, we being Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, as well as LinkedIn. And thank you so much for offering up the time to come and listen in and also ask questions where you feel is needed. Our topic that we want to discuss first, or we'll just run straight into it, is understanding your ideal clients. I would like Jessica to give us a little more in detail about that topic, understanding your ideal clients.
Yes. Thank you for that, Shamandre. So one of the essential first thing to do when you're planning your campaigns for marketing to convert your leads or to attract leads is definitely to understand your ideal clients. Of course, in a very, very ideal world, you want to have all of that. However, in social media, if you're throwing messaging for this certain demographic and then this certain demographic and it's all mixed up, the algorithm gets confused. So, what I strongly, strongly suggest is you target one at a time. This is where the saying, chase two rabbits, you're not gonna catch any. So you have to focus chasing just one rabbit at a time. So you tailor fit your messaging, you tailor fit the pain points of that client, and you also have to make sure that you're checking the psychographic side. This is the tricky part, especially when you're trying to understand their lifestyle or what their day looks like, because sometimes it's a lot of work. So um I think this is the same as, when lawyers are trying to understand with their cases how this person got into this situation. It's not just about, what's your age? Are you married? What's your height and weight? Or that's even essential for a specific case. But also, what do you usually do day to day? How did it lead to this? So, with that, when you understand your ideal client, you're not just understanding the face value of things. You go a little deeper or, as much in depth as you could. And that is going to help you come up with the proper messaging and attract the client that you actually want for your legal practice.
Perfectly said there. So the way I understand it, you use the rabbit. The rabbit eats carrots, right? So you got to feed a rabbit with carrots, not an apple. An apple's for a horse. That's a different situation, right? Am I catching it right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, awesome. Then there's another one that I want to just emphasize a little bit there on. It's effective lead generation.
Yes. So as you can see, when you're trying to, as you mentioned about the carrot, you have to show them that you are capable. So let's talk about the strategies, also like the digital marketing strategies that you could do. There's actually a lot. There's content, and there's SEO, there's paid marketing. So this is not just for ads. This also encompasses partnerships or paid partnerships. And when you're in social media, you can't just well, of course, the easy part is to mirror everything. Like you do this and you post it everywhere. However, if you cannot tailor fit the, let's say, the dimensions, you cannot tailor fit the specifications of specific platforms, the algorithm doesn't like it. So there's actually a lot more work to social media than what it looks like. Of course, starting or very young lawyers could DIY it. However, if you really want to attract clients, you have to be very, very specific to certain areas. Like when you're doing your content, Twitter only has certain characters as a limit. Facebook has its own limits. TikTok has its own limits. LinkedIn also has its own limit. And I think LinkedIn and Facebook are the most generous ones. So you could put discussions there. But when you're on Instagram, people don't really read. So there's a lot of consideration when you're trying to come up with a proper digital marketing strategy. Another thing that's usually overlooked is content, wherein you have to make sure you're valuable. I mean, everyone has said everything on in the internet. And sometimes the biggest and the best value you could give is your actual experience. So when you're talking about your own experience, applying something to a certain case or to a certain situation, it makes it more authentic. And that's a very, very strategic one. And it's also unique. It cannot be copied by any other competitor because it's your story. And who knows, you could even get viral on that. So if you get, like content very authentic and you put your story out there or your credibility out there, it makes it more like a thought leader, and it really helps with algorithm. So I think this is something that Zaina could also help us with, like the ethical concerns on the digital marketing and lead generation, specifically with lawyers. They need to be sensitive with the privacy policy. So can you walk us through on
That's
that,
true.
Zaina?
That's true. I was just about to say, like, Zaina, you have the day-to-day experience in how these words are actually converted into
Absolutely. So I'm imagining a lot of the times if you're using digital marketing for lead generation, you are using client testimonials. So it's a very important aspect of it to be aware of the confidentiality and privacy matters of never to disclose confidential client information, being very, very aware of what aspects of successful cases you're sharing with your target market via digital platforms, maintaining the truth and accuracy in the content that you're sharing, making sure that you have consent of people if you're posting pictures or the type of photos that you're sharing, and always maintaining professionalism and courtesy in the tone that you're using. At the end of the day, you want to be very mindful of your reputation as a law firm. And so while you want to put forth your best best appearance on digital platforms, you also don't want to jeopardize your ethical considerations towards existing clients that you do have. These are some very important aspects to using digital platforms for marketing. Other things include ensuring that there are no conflicts of interest, that you're being transparent, and you're also maintaining respect when you're engaging with your audiences.
Okay, awesome. So basically, in a nutshell, from the marketing side to your day-to-day, being out there, being visible, showing your firm off to as many eyes as can see. Word of mouth is exactly what helps bring in clients from leads, right? So with My Legal Software, in our marketing side, we actually do that exactly for you guys. For lawyers out there, should you need any assistance in any kind of way from marketing, being content writing, website, or even little TikToks, trust me, we're good at that. You are most welcome to give us a call on 943 LawTech, or you can check us on our website, www.mylegalsoftware.com. Right. Then I've got another question that I'd like to, or just a little topic I'd like to go in with Jessica there, converting leads into clients. So we've touched it a little bit, but I'd like to just emphasize on how we can be of assistance to that topic.
Okay, yeah, that's a very, very good question. But before I answer that, Andre, to everyone who's watching us, whether you're on YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, or Facebook, feel free to ask your questions. Just drop it in the comments, and we are gonna try our best to find the time to answer them. And if, in case it didn't make it, feel free to message us or message us on our social media or drop a message on our website, and we are gonna respond to you as fast as we could with your concern. So, and yeah, but you could ask for free, of course, no charges, because we also like to help. At the end of the day, this is about, giving value. And if you cannot give the value, then what are you doing business for? So anyway, I have digressed. Let's go back to your question, converting leads into clients. Okay, this is very challenging. We've had a few lawyers and law firms asking us like, okay, we're attracting leads, but it's not exactly the one that we're looking for. They're calling us, they're telling us about their situation, and then during that call, we realized like, as much as we'd like to help you, we're not the right person, or we're not the right practice area, or we're not the right law firm, I'm not the right lawyer for this specific situation. So, which means they're getting seen, they're getting their visibility, they're capturing a market. However, it's not the right market they want to capture. It's probably either because if they were running ads, they did not create the right demographic, the right psychographic. So it's pretty much, anyone who needs a lawyer, regardless of practice area, is gonna call them like, you're a personal injury lawyer and you're getting immigration questions, or you're someone in the corporate, the business side, and you're getting something related to personal injury. Like, that's a waste of not just time, but also money, sources. Because you see, you've set up the ad, you were thinking about the budget and which areas you're gonna run it, and then suddenly you're not getting the right clients. So it's very, very hard to convert that, right? So when you're trying to convert a lead to a client, really the best way is to really have the right leads first. And although I'm not gonna deny you can DIY this thing, but even I personally had a learning curve on my first 5 years, and I've been in marketing for close to 12 years now. So I'm way past that. So that's something that we also guarantee at My Legal Software, that you don't have to go through that learning curve, waste your money and time, only to later find out, like 1 month, 6 weeks, 8 weeks later, oops, wrong lead. You're getting 100 calls, qualifying each, and only converting like what, 10, 5, because the rest is the wrong demographic, the wrong target. So for me, as much as we'd like to put more skill into, the spiel, the workflow, the questions, if it's the wrong lead to begin with, it's really, really hard to convert them. And I think in the legal space, Zainab could talk more about this, like, the common objections that you get on the first call, or when qualifying the leads that call your law firm. So Zainab, you want to share your experience?
Absolutely. I think the best way to handle objections is really that saying, being a good listener. This goes a long way in lead generation, and whether you're going to go forward with the client or not, they need to be heard. You need to have a sense of situational awareness about what they're talking about, really being present in that moment, hear them out, ask open-ended, thoughtful questions. And it's really your responsibility while you're hearing them to gather that extensive background information. The client may be saying a lot of different things to you which are not relevant, and they wouldn't even know that the information that you need to go forward with them is not being given to you. It's your job to essentially extract that sort of information from the client. And ultimately, it's what's going to take your reputation as a firm forward as well. A lot of the times over here, we do consultations. The reason why, even if it doesn't work with a certain client, other clients come back through them is just because of the way we behaved with the client, to be there to listen to them. They might have gone through a lot in their life, and you are that person that they're opening up their horrors to. So it's really about just having an open approach to the way you're dealing with that client, and then to decide whether this and be honest about it, whether you can truly help them if it is your forte, your area of expertise, and if not, then to be honest about it and guide them as to where they can seek solutions elsewhere, if at all. So yeah.
So Zainab, basically being the GPS, assuring that you're giving the right directions, guidance, and knowledge according to
Absolutely.
respective
That's a
clients
good
and
way
what
to
they're
put it.
seeking for, right?
Yes, yes.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Zaina. Thank you so much. I would like if you could maybe just also give us more in depth about how you overcome situations when you're dealing with clients that has objections in the field.
A lot of the times, one of our standard procedures is also to do a FOIA request, to do our own due diligence on the client, so that, they could be hiding things essentially, and it's really up to you as the lawyer to do your due diligence, find out what kind of records that the government has on them. I'm speaking from an immigration perspective. So we would go forward with an immigration court FOIA, a USCIS FOIA, so we can see what relief, if any, is available to them and make an expert judgment on that. So on top of asking them questions, also do your own due diligence on the clients, yes.
Okay, perfect. Jessica, how is it that My Legal Software can assist in leading your client to the correct law firm? In marketing, how can we assist law firms to get their clients and leading the client to the correct law firm?
Mm-hmm. Yes, so as I mentioned earlier, most of the people in the team have already gone past the learning curve, and some mistakes could be expensive. So we don't want them to get to that expensive, and by expensive, not just money, also time and resources, like your mental bandwidth, because lawyers are always thinking. They need to think about their case, how to win it, how to strategize, the important dates. So you don't want to burden them with a lot more to think about in terms of marketing, especially if they're trying to scale, or they want to build their own firm as a solo lawyer. And here at MyLeo Software, we have um, we have a package for our someone who's just beginning, who wants their own website. So, Shamandre, do you wanna take a talk on how we could help them in terms of like having their first website and all the inclusions that come with it?
Very easy, very much easy. So at My Legal Software, what we are currently doing is offering law firms that are interested a free audit. A free audit just so where we can advise you. By all means, we are open to advising lawyers on how and what it is they need to do to strengthen their firms and their clients, or lead incoming leads. All you got to do is reach out to us, and you reach out to us on 934 Law Tech, or you could even just pop us a DM on any of our platforms, or find us on our landing page, our website, www.mylegalsoftware.com. I have a supportive team from Jessica being the director, all the way down to salespeople that is by all means willing to sit down and have consultations with you guys, despite of what questions you have. Never feel that any question you ask is not as important to the other, or the question is stupid. Sorry for the word over there, because we don't believe in that. We are by all means willing and able to assist in any kind of way when it comes to the marketing, whether it being you want us to do your website, you want us to do content writing, or even social media platforms. We are professionals, sorry, in that, and we would love to assist you. So reach out to us on 934 Lawtech or www.mylegalsoftware. And by all means, if you find us on any platform, you can send us a message there. Is there anything else you'd like to add, Jessica?
Yeah, there's one last thing, and this is something I have not mentioned on the previous webinars. And we have an announcement after this as well. And we're also going to open for questions in the next few minutes. So guys, please drop down your comments or send us a message if you're a bit shy. You know where to find us. Okay, so there's one more thing I have not mentioned on my previous webinars, and this is the sales funnel. I know it sounds a bit technical, but if you're someone who wants to really focus on business development and converting your clients, growing your client base, or you're probably wrapping up with a few cases in the next couple of months, and you want to start a campaign to attract new clients to get on board, you have to prepare your sales funnel. There's actually a lot more to this. It's also something we can discuss with you if you book an appointment with us, which is also free. But the sales funnel will help you understand where they travel in terms of touch point digitally. So it's customer journey. So if you have a proper sales funnel, you can immediately analyze where you're lacking. Like, let's say, okay, you're capturing everyone up until the website, but no one is doing the call or signing up or contacting you. So is website the problem? Is it messaging? Is your link going to the form broken? So these things, it's not like a lawyer should check on their website every day. Like, oh wait, are all the links working? Are all the buttons working? That's not their job. Their time could be put somewhere else. So these things, we can help them out, making sure that everything is checked daily and making sure that the journey of a customer is seamless. So, like they did the website and then suddenly they started to call. But based on the office, the phone's not ringing. So is it a typographical error or were the numbers switched? So things like these, we help them. And the way we help them is not just specific to digital, like, okay, we already gave you the leads, it's done. No, we help them understand if we got them the right lead, did it convert, how's their sales funnel health, and from there we re-strategize. So let's say we revisit this on a monthly, and if there is really a very, very strong campaign and there's really a lot of leads, we could even do it every 2 weeks. Or if they want to take it slow and they're just starting, bi-monthly is also okay. So basically, we try to develop and customize an experience to the lawyer, the law firm, on how they want to optimize their campaign so that they will have the right leads and those leads become a conversion. So that's how we do it at My Legal Software. And of course, we make sure that they're properly onboarded, and we are going to provide them with monthly reports on what has been done. But of course, you mentioned earlier that we do the audits, and let me just tell you, we don't just do social media platform, we also do the CEO, the SEO, sorry, SEO, search engine optimization. We also do the SEO, and with SEO, we look at the keywords that your website actually represents versus the keywords you're supposed to represent on your website, so that the right client would find you and you're not getting the wrong leads. And we also recommend like the next steps, which if you're very, very keen on doing yourself, then by all means do so. But if you are in need of any help, you just want to talk to someone, then let's start a conversation. You guys know where to book us. You can find it on our website. We have our appointment calendar there, so you know where to find us. It's at mylegalsoftware.com. And of course, if you're very much on your social media, just drop us a message and we are going to try our best to get back to you as soon as we can.
Awesome. Thank you, Jessica. See, so Jessica's a professional. Why not trust her and her team, me, and the rest of us that's behind the scenes over there to assist you in making sure that your law firm hits high levels in everything, whether it being you just want a certain part of your social media platform's attention, your website, whatever it is that you need, contact us and we will make it work. I can assure you that. Put your trust in us and we got the same goal you go, and that is to achieve the goal. Again, should you feel free to come forth and ask questions, pop them on any platform, DM us, send us a message on our social platforms, sorry, on our social platforms and the comments, or you can also just give us a call on 934 LawTech. I would like to say thank you so much for everything, and your time is much appreciated. Zaina, if you don't have anything else to add, I'd like to say thank you for your presence. Once again, you're always here to make things work for us, and that's appreciated.
Thank you so much for having me. As always, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Sharmandra. Thank you, Jessica.
You're most welcome. And Jessica, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge with us. It was very informative. Again, if anybody needs anything, My Legal Software is here to assist you. If you're unsure about the services that we can provide and you feel like you only want something small, by all means, please contact us on 934 LawTech or check us out on www.mylegalsoftware.com.
yeah, I have an announcement to make, the one that I promised earlier. So right now we have started this series of webinars. Okay. So for this series of webinars, we initially started with this is the legal business mastery series, and we're starting with attracting clients and conversions. The next topic is also interesting, and if you guys want to book or to reserve your slot, you just head on to our website, sign up to the newsletter, and we are going to feature several more steps that will eventually lead to how a solo lawyer or small firm can scale not just digital marketing, not just business development, but also operation. This is going to be a bit tricky. I know you're like, why are you guys touching operations? Well, that's for you to wait. I'm not going to spill so much tea today, but we are going to talk about how we could help you with your operations, your audit, with how you manage your um, staff, how you could grow them. So a lot of exciting topics coming up next, and expect that we are going to come up with announcements in our newsletter, on our LinkedIn, on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our Twitter, and on our Instagram. So as soon as you get the announcement, by all means, drop your questions so that we could line them up, and we will be having interesting panel to answer them. Well, of course, me and Dana will also be there, and Andre, but we are going to come up with more panelists. And also, if you want to be a panelist, we also welcome lawyers, law firms who'd like to join us here. Just drop us a message, and don't worry if you have stage fright. It's all digital, it's all online, so it's gonna be easier. So yeah, um, that's it on my end, and I'd like to thank everyone who is viewing us on all the platforms that we're live right now, and we're also on TikTok, people. So feel free to follow us there. What else? Yeah, we're also on Instagram, and we also release newsletters on a regular basis talking about SEO, digital marketing, operations, and a little bit on the legal industry and the legal tech industry as well, particular to AI, cybersecurity. Yeah, I don't want to get this conversation too controversial, but you could find our newsletters there. And yeah, that's it on my end, Shamandre. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Jessica. I just want to emphasize the invite to having lawyers to be part of our panelists. That's amazing. And I would encourage you guys to come out here and share your experiences with us, because I mean, we all learn on a daily as we go. And as much as we are specialists and like Jessica said, the know-it-alls when it comes to marketing, we don't exactly know what's happening in your respective firms, but we do know how to find solutions for it. And we are your solution. My Legal Software, and you can always find us on 934 Law Tech, www.mylegalsoftware.com. Again, thank you, Zaina. Thank you, Jessica. The topic tonight, just to refresh, was attracting clients and conversions. I think this was an awesome conversation, and please be back, as we will be having a part 2 in the next 2 weeks. You're welcome to look out for our newsletters on all our platforms. Like Jessica mentioned, we are everywhere. It's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. Find us.
Yeah. Shamandre, I think you have forgotten to announce our promo for this webinar, because we always announce promotion specific to the ones who viewed us. So
tell them about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop it. We are giving 1 month free for the software usage. This is for all those who are looking for a case management software. And we are also giving a free website. Yes, you heard it. So the first 10 to sign up or contact us across all platforms, drop us your message, your details, so we could, your email, so we can communicate it with you. We are going to give you a free website. And if you are already have a website, we're going to give you 1 month free website maintenance, which includes cybersecurity. Only for the first 10, just the first 10. Okay.
Exciting, exciting.
Exactly. So if you're someone who has a website, we give you 1 month of free maintenance. We'll be checking your cybersecurity. We'll be checking your ADA compliance. And we are also going to make sure that your intake forms, everything's working for a month. And if you're planning to have your own website, like let's say you're just someone on LinkedIn, on your Facebook page, we can create a website for you for free with maintenance of 1 month. How's that sound, Chamadre?
Amazing. That is something that no one should miss out on. Like I mentioned, your goal and your achievement is our goal and our achievement. So let's get together and make this goal work for not just you, but us too. We're in this together. Trust My Legal Software to do exactly what you want us to do to help you build your law firm by contacting us on 934 Lawtech, or you can check our website on www.mylegalsoftware.com. We want to help you. Let us help you. Again, thank you so much, guys. This was an awesome session and looking forward to seeing y'all or speaking to y'all in our next webinar. And don't forget, panelists, if you want to be here and throw in your knowledge of what's happening, please contact us again on 934 Lawtech or www.mylegalsoftware.com. Thank you so much. You have a good day further.